don't. Okay? Because like I said multiple times, celebrities, everyone thinks they're a freaking celebrity. On Instagram, on TikTok, everyone thinks they're a celebrity. How many likes, how many views, whatever, how many shares, right? But guess what? The playing field has been leveled. Celebrities are now fighting for the same screen time as the Instagram models and people on TikTok. Oh yeah, no, they are worthless weights. Just go dance and do your show. You know, go make a movie, entertain. That's your job. Okay, Will Ferrell. Conservatives won the culture. This is proof. Listen to this.
And I believe
sometimes, Dom, you just have to say we lost and we need to get better. MSNBC is hemorrhaging viewers.
Yeah, they definitely are. And I like the fact that you mentioned about the podcast, but I'd also like to mention the streamers. You see, the liberal, the left, they've typically had a great control on media because celebrities in the past, I would say about up to 2016, they held a significant amount of weight in culture in America. But we see through these new generations after millennials and after Gen Z, specifically with Gen Z, is the rise of streamers. And we've seen President-elect Trump take a great advantage of the streaming community, which rejected Kamala Harris. A poll came out that over 94% of Kick, which is the third largest streaming service, 94% of their influencers all rejected Kamala Harris.
Wow. Oh yeah, this is it, my friends. The end, the final nail in the coffin for the mainstream media. They are losing the information war to people like myself, to streamers on Kick, to everybody, friends. This, of course, also just breaking. We've been tracking the Ron Paul and Elon Musk coalition that is building. I actually interviewed Ron Paul about this just the other day. It was actually on Election Day. If you're not following me on X, make sure you go there. I just published the interview on X, and I sent it to Elon Musk as well. I want him to understand what is going on with Ron Paul. It's also on this YouTube channel. You can find it as well. Okay, the interview of the century, my friends, is about to take place. Ron Paul and Elon Musk. I never thought this would happen. I never thought it would happen. The ultimate power duo to end the Fed. So unite the clans, I say, and champion the Doge. It's going to be on the Liberty Report, and it's going to change the game. Here's what Ron Paul just tweeted late last night. It's so neat that Elon Musk keeps interacting with us. We are grateful. We have a direct private message into him to schedule him on the Liberty Report. Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh, yes, it would. Okay, now, speaking of social media and influence, you, I'm sure, were a victim, just as we were over these past several years, of the rampant censorship of your voice. You post a meme, you post your support for a candidate, and you get squashed, you get shadow banned, you get deleted, terminated, suspended, struck. Why? For simply expressing your political views? Well, that is as un-American as ever. Well, that is about to change. Listen to this.
Deep state, if we don't have free speech, then we just don't have a free country. It's as simple as that. If this most fundamental right is allowed to perish, then the rest of our rights and liberties will topple, just like dominoes, one by one. They'll go down. That's why today I'm announcing my plan to shatter the left-wing censorship regime.
Let's go.
And to reclaim the right to free speech for all Americans. And reclaim is a very important word in this case because they've taken it away. In recent weeks, bombshell reports have confirmed that a sinister group of deep state bureaucrats, Silicon Valley tyrants, left-wing activists, and depraved corporate news media have been conspiring to manipulate and silence the American people. They have collaborated to suppress vital information on everything from elections to public health. The censorship cartel must be dismantled and destroyed, and it must happen immediately. And here's my plan. First, within hours of my inauguration, I will sign an executive order banning any federal department or agency from colluding with any organization, business, or person to censor, limit, categorize, or impede the lawful speech of American citizens. I will then ban federal money from being used to label domestic speech as mis- or disinformation. and I will begin the process of identifying and firing every federal bureaucrat who has engaged in domestic censorship, directly or indirectly, whether they are the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Health, Human Services, the FBI, the DOJ, no matter who they are. Second, I will order the Department of Justice to investigate all parties involved in the new online censorship regime, which is absolutely destructive and terrible, and to aggressively prosecute any and all crimes identified. These include possible violations of federal civil rights law, campaign finance laws, federal election law, securities law, and antitrust laws, the Hatch Act, and a host of other potential criminal, civil, regulatory,
Holy
and constitutional offenses.
The hammer's coming down.
To assist in these efforts, I am urging House Republicans to immediately send preservation letters, and we have to do this right now, to the Biden administration, the Biden campaign, and every Silicon Valley tech giant, ordering them not to destroy evidence of censorship. Third, upon my inauguration as president, I will ask Congress to send a bill to my desk revising Section 230 to get big online platforms out of censorship business. From now on, digital platforms should only qualify for immunity protection under Section 230 if they meet high standards of neutrality, transparency, fairness, and non-discrimination. We should require these platforms to increase their efforts to take down unlawful content such as child exploitation and promoting terrorism, while dramatically curtailing their power to arbitrarily restrict lawful speech.
Wow.
Fourth, we need to break up the entire toxic censorship industry that has arisen under the false guise of tackling so-called mis- and disinformation. The federal government should immediately stop funding all nonprofits and academic programs that support this authoritarian project. If any U.S. university is discovered to have engaged in censorship activities or election interferences in the past, such as flagging social media content for removal of blacklisting, those universities should lose federal research dollars and federal student loan support for a period of 5 years and maybe more. Wow. We should also enact new laws laying out clear criminal penalties for federal bureaucrats who partner with private entities to do an end run around the Constitution and deprive Americans of their First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment rights. In other words, deprive them of their vote. And once you lose those elections, and once you lose your borders like we have, you no longer have a country. Furthermore, to confront the problems of major platforms being infiltrated by legions of former deep staters and intelligence officials, there should be a 7-year cooling-off period before any employee of the FBI, CIA, NSA, DNI, DHS, or DOD is allowed to take a job at a company possessing vast quantities of U.S. user data.
Oh, my goodness.
Fifth, the time has finally come for Congress to pass a digital Bill of Rights. This should include a right to digital due process. In other words, government officials should need a court order to take down online content, not send information requests such as the FBI was sending to Twitter. Furthermore, when users of big online platforms have their content or accounts removed, throttled, shadow banned, or otherwise restricted, no matter what name they use, they should have the right to be informed that it's happening, the right to a specific explanation of the reason why, and the right to a timely appeal. In addition, all users over the age of 18 should have the right to opt out of content moderation and curation entirely and receive an unmanipulated stream of information if they so choose. The fight for free speech is a matter of victory or death for America and for the survival of Western civilization itself. When I am president, this whole rotten system of censorship and information control will be ripped out of the system at large. There won't be anything left. By restoring free speech, we'll begin to reclaim our democracy and save our nation. Thank you, and God bless America. If we
Oh,
don't
God bless you, President Trump. I mean, okay. All right, this is it. This is an answer to prayer, not just for me, but so many people who have been victims of getting shadow banned, throttled, demonetized, deleted, terminated, all these things. And when you want to find out what happened, no, you never get an answer. They don't point out exactly what word you use or what theme or idea. They don't even tell you. Like for our sake, they didn't even tell us what video was offensive to anybody, or if there's a victim. Oh, it's harmful or hateful content. Well, how? Who did harm? How is it hateful? Where's the victim? They never tell you. This is going to change everything, especially the fact of getting the revolving door from all these people in the intelligence.
So why do so many homes in Monroe County need a floor?